protesters just 6 blocks from the inaugural parade, unleashing pepper spray, concussion grenades, all to disperse the crowd.
They've been using pepper spray out of canisters.
Then 3 vehicles set on fire.
2 vehicles have been ignited. The fire folks have just moved in.
Many of the protesters cloaked in black with their faces covered.
The protesters had filled the street with several trash cans, and now police and fire are trying to move them out of the way.
Earlier in the day, self-proclaimed anarchists smashed Washington storefronts with hammers.
One of the cars they lit on fire was a limo. Remember that? Owned by a migrant small business owner who was in it at the time. He's lucky to be alive. And you'll see from this next video why for the 2020 election, shop windows were boarded up in DC, New York City, many other blue cities. They weren't scared about a Trump win. They were boarded up to protect them in case he won. They were boarded up to protect them from Democrats who behaved like this when Trump won the first time.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, Beasley. Here, come over here. Back. You all right, boss?
Now, I've avoided this for as long as I can, but we have to feature this. It's Hollywood has-been Mark Hamill and Corinne Jean-Pierre. I apologise in advance.
There's no introduction that really is needed here. I have a special guest, as you can see. Mark Hamill has decided to join us on this wonderful Friday, and I am really excited to turn it over to Mr. Hamill. Here we go.
Okay, how many of you had Mark Hamill will lead the press briefing on your bingo card? Hands? Well, you know, I called him Mr. President. He said, you can call me Joe. And I said, can I call you Joe-B-1 Kenobi?
Time to check in on Vice President Kamala Harris, or should that be Mamala? Here she is, asked about Hamas and a ceasefire deal, but her response is shrimp and grits. I wish I was kidding.
Madam Vice President, Hamas has accepted a ceasefire deal. Hamas has accepted a ceasefire deal. Your reaction?
What are your thoughts on Hamas accepting a ceasefire deal?
She said shrimp and grits. If you wanted to know shrimp and grits, that's full quote there. Wow. Now to another Democrat woman doing the sisterhood proud. I'm just kidding. It's another embarrassing lefty losing it. Take it away, New York Governor Kathy Hochul, with this wildly racist comment.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word a computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions.
She thinks kids in the Bronx don't know what a computer is. Has she been to the Bronx? I mean, talk about the bigotry of low expectations. Gross. But of course, it's not just the Democrat women disgracing the party. The fish rots from the head, and President Biden and his weakness on pretty much everything from foreign policy to protecting America's borders is the main issue facing America. And who better to sum up what is happening there than Senator John Kennedy from the great state of Louisiana.
Biden with